Hello, this is Skibby, and today we have Mission 98 of BattlBox. Hooray! I already opened it with my Baron Sons slip joint that I'm carrying for True Budget EDC and Prepping's slip joint challenge. Just carrying a slip joint to see how it changes our life. And let's get into this. Of course, BattlBox, we have 4 different box tiers. I think this starts off 35 to 40 bucks. I don't know, 90 bucks, 120-ish, and then 170 for the Pro Plus. So, first thing, we have this BattlBox custom wallet, which has the helmet logo right there, and on the bill magnet clip it says BattlBox. We've got 2 pockets on the back and 4 on the front. I'll probably try and carry this for a little bit. Can't promise I will love it because well, here's the one that I made that I've been carrying for, wow, I don't know, long time. I don't know, but I made this. It's aged quite a bit, as you can tell from the lack of age inside the slots. This one only has 4 pockets and a 5th pocket for cash. So we'll see how I like 6 and this thing. I've never used one of these, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see how I like it. We'll see how it goes. But that's pretty cool. We got a wallet. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. Second item is, where is it? Here we go. The camping light by Trailhound. I think this is a well, you can see it on here, but I'll go ahead and open it up. It's a USB thing that's just a big strand of what looks to be radio wire or stereo wire with little lights on there, and you can string it up and use it up. Plugs into our charger thing we got in last month? Last month's box. Mine doesn't charge solar, which is kind of strange. It actually drains. I don't know who to hit up about that. Oh, I was thinking this was radio wire. It's not even covered. It's just bits of copper wire. Okay. All right. Definitely lightweight. USB plug-in. We got some controls here. All right. Well, that's kind of cool. Dimmer included. Seth, you'll like that. That's pretty cool. Third item. It's an OTS osmotic. Why am I having trouble saying that? Water filters, 2-pack. We have the purple one, the grape flavor, is for use in salt or fresh water. And then we have the orange flavor, which is to be used in fresh or brackish water. Brackish water is just kind of salty, kind of. So, you know, and again, they're both to be used in fresh water. That's no problem. And these use osmosis, so it's kind of cool to the touch, which is kind of fun. So what's in there is going to be like really concentrated Gatorade, kind of. So it's really, really salty, because how osmosis works is it wants to like the water wants to make equal concentrations of salt and not salt. So this is probably very salty in order to pull the stuff across. Somebody in the spoiler group was saying that they wanted, these to be reusable. But that'd be kind of tough to do because these membranes don't like to be dried. Because if you dry them, then they kind of break down a little bit. That's why the salt solution that's in there already is wet. I know you can't tell, but it is sloshing around and it is cool. But yeah, these are pretty cool. They're Capri Sun packs that you have to wait 6 hours to make. Fill time about 6 hours. Warm water means faster fill. Yes, that's how physics works. Do not open till ready to use because you don't want it to dry out. That's how those membranes work. This one's really cool because it filters out for salt water, and that's always been an issue. Okay, so this one takes 6 to 8 hours in salt water. That's good to know. Nominal pore size. That's so tiny. Jeez. 7/10,000ths. Okay, they're the same size. Huh. I figured one was going to be smaller for keeping out the salts. Oh well. Oh well. But it's really cool that they have one for salt water because, again, there's a salt. You're using this as a salt differential. So, yeah, pouch will not look full in salt water. Yeah, so it's not going to get as much. That makes sense. We get a 1/4 liter in salt water and about 1/2 liter in fresh. Okay, that makes sense. Because, again, chemistry. That's how that works. That's really, really cool. I'm nerding out about this because it's so great. I've heard that they taste like melted icy pops, like the ones you put in the freezer. So they may not taste the best, but I'm really happy to try these out because I'm nerding out about the chemistry and the technology. That's really, really cool. That's really cool. I love that item. Let's see. Next item, we get a Wook's axe brush and sharpening stone. I'm gonna guess that's this thing, labeled Wook's. And let's open it up. Bum-ba-da-bum. Okay. Put that off to the side. We get a nice little excuse me, gear brush. It's got little indents so you can grip it better. That's nice. We got Wook's right there. Cool, cool, cool. Bristles are kind of stiff, but I've had hairbrushes that are stiffer. So what is that? Bore? Does it say? What are we talking about? I want to talk about the... It's all fine and dandy about the... Okay, here's the brush. Help you clean details. Doesn't say. Okay. It doesn't say. I want to know what the brush is made out of. Guess I can't have everything I want. I get the osmosis water filters and nothing else. Anyway, we have this fun tin with a plastic lid so that you can see your puck. Wow, everything's wrapped in plastic. Okay. Just confused why the outside was wrapped in plastic if it was screwed on to hold a thing that was wrapped in plastic. Oh well. Okay, so we have a Wook's puck. We got a coarser side and the finer side, and of course this beautiful logo that they were kind enough to put on there is going to wear away. Because that's how these things work. What's it talk about? Yeah, I don't have a scythe, so okay. Blah, 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 fine scythe. Okay, it doesn't say what grit they are. Okay. But this is a water whetstone, so you just soak it in water. Hey, look, you have a tub to put water in and then soak this. Hey, who could have foreseen? So that's pretty cool. Just soak that for a little bit and then gets to sharpening. That's pretty alright. Of course, get all the dirt off of your axe or whatever you're doing before you start it, because this will get full of crud. That's pretty cool. I don't hate that. Let's see. Next item. Plastic. Sticking to my arm. Who's here? Hi, Kitty. Kitty came to see us. Like a good girl. Alright, next item. We get the Deadfish German Kirtsuke Duo. It's kind of fun. That's over here. Big old box. Let's check it out. What are you doing, kitty? All right. What do we got over here? Bubble wrap. I don't want to carelessly throw things behind me because I got cats. Cats running around like little cats. Like little cats. Alright. So, we got this nice pretty bamboo box with hinges, you see. Then we open it up. Jupiter-boo! Oh no. And suddenly, it's a cutting board. We have this knife. It's got a fun pattern on it. Look at that. Kitty. Oh, now there's two cats. That's kind of fun. We have a really fun mosaic pin in the back. This wood is very pretty. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And it's really, really light. Wow, is that light? Why is that so light? Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, we got a Campy Time knife and cutboard set. Transportable magnet closures. Look at that, look at that. And the little feet hide away in recessed sections. And the knife hangs out in the magnets also. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Glad we got that. That's real nifty. Alright, what do they say about it? Anything important? 7-inch blade. Now you have high quality cook knife. Okay. Does it say what it's made out of? German steel. Oh, is that German stainless? Okay. I think that's pretty easy to sharpen. But yeah, it's a nice wide blade. Should make nice cooking knife. Now, Pro Plus, my first Pro Plus item, knife of the month, club situation, whatever you want to call it. Got a Razorback folder. Now, I don't know how I feel about this, so we'll see how it goes. But I did hear that this is a kind of somebody's experimental thing. What do we got here? Super excited to share this month's Pro Plus. It's been my daily carry for the past 5 months. Curran and I met Tucker during the last trip to Utah. Allowed me to take one of the prototypes. Really happy we could share it with our members first. Okay, so this is somebody's somebody's brainchild that they wanted to make a hot swappable utility knife that carries and feels and kind of looks like a standard, pocket knife. So it was a really, really cool idea. And let's check it out, man. Comes in a fun box. More plastic for the cats to play with. Ira likes to lick plastic for some reason. Silly, silly boy. Alright, what's this and how's it different from this? Well, it's different in that it's longer. Use caution. Razor blades are sharp. Who knew? Okay. Oh, and this is just a coupon. And in case you forget what it is, it's the swappable utility thing. Okay. Excuse me. Got back from dinner and now I'm burping Japanese food. Alright. What is this? Pretty sure the knives, so I'm trying to be careful as to not cut myself, because that would suck. Alright, so we got a couple standard utility blades. Look at that. Those are standard, right? And then we have these really fun and funny shaped ones. We got a gut hook. We got a drop point or spear point blade, whatever you want to call it. To me, they're the same deal. Alright, and that came in this cute little hard plastic case, which is kind of nifty. That way it doesn't cut anything open and cut you. And oh, look at that, we get another one. That's real cool. Let's check this one out. Is it more of the same? It's a gut hook, drop point. Oh, 2 drop points. Oh, they're different. This one's more... Oh, look at that. It's a partial serrated. We get a fun Tanto one. What is that about? Look at that. That's kind of cool. What is this? A chisel tip? What are you going to do with that? That's nifty. And then 3 more standards. That's really cool. Alright, let's check this thing out. Okay, so it's kind of big. I didn't bring anything to compare it to. Oh, pocket clip is tip down only. That's kind of unfortunate. What are you going to do? It's a prototype situation. It's a frame lock. Okay, that's fine and dandy. Thumb stud, but I think, is this also the... Well, how's the thing open? Let's remove the blade. Oh, in and down. Okay. So this is a button. Can you guys see that? It goes over, and then you have to go down also. And that lifts this thing up. And cool. Alright. So that's kind of nifty. If this will come up. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. It just kind of goes right in. Yeah. That's pretty cool, huh? That's pretty cool. Now you got a razor blade. Where's one of the standardy ones? See how that would look on there, huh? Let's check out one of the standard ones on there. Because this is the thing that you're probably going to be able to get most often, right? One of these Danger Baby standard jobs. Are you going to go in? Are you in? There it is. Okay. Okay, so that's what a standard one looks like in there. I was wondering that in the video. Okay, it does not poke out the backside, which, as you can see, is open. Good. Because that would be bad. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. If this is the final product, I think there's definitely some improvements that can be made. I'm not saying that they need to be made. But the whole thing is a little rough. Because this, I mean, you know, this is a work tool. I get it. But if the goal was to be like an EDC carry knife, you know, then maybe it shouldn't be, you know, steel, skeletonized steel all the way around. But it's big enough. It's definitely big enough. I've got kind of large hands, and it fits pretty well. Fits pretty well. Yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's really cool that we got a experiment prototype first round. I don't know what you want to call it. There's definitely room for improvement. Again, well, I don't like frame locks. And I do really like my micarta, so some micarta on there, you know, make it more pretty instead of as a tool. I get that it is a tool. Don't get me wrong. But it can be beautified a little bit, and I think it would look pretty good. And this thing is not rough, but it feels cheap, this mechanism. So there's room for improvement there, but I think it's pretty cool to have all these different blades going on, and that we were the first to be able to receive this. That's pretty chill. It's probably going to go in my toolbox because I don't know what happened to my last box cutter. And this one seems infinitely more useful than my last one. Because A, my last one disappeared, and B, because it would only take a specific kind of blade. This one will take a bunch. And I don't think, well, these are obviously proprietary, but these are pretty standard, right? They look pretty standard. I think those are interchangeable with most things. So that's pretty cool, because my last one, you needed to buy special ones. And I'm not about that life, and I guess it wasn't about living here, because it walked away. No problem. We got extra blades in this thing that can be hidden in the back pooch. And this can go in here, all fun and dandy. And what's this? Is there room for this one too? Maybe. Let's try it. Let's try and force it in, huh? Will that shut? No, that won't shut. Dang. Well, I tried. Anyway, this can probably go in the toolbox then. Because now this will shut, right? Wow, that button was... Okay, there it goes. It didn't make a noise, and I was waiting for the noise. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. Not what I'm used to seeing in a Pro Plus box, but it is still pretty cool, I think. Of course, we've got some coupon situation, BattlBox at Wanlow, or Wanlow, I think it's supposed to be pronounced, but Wanlow sounds better. Don't know what that is. And BattlBox 20 Carnivore Club, which is cool. I don't know what all this is. Okay. And where did it go? Oh, this one. Razorback. Coupon code BattlBox. No. Oh, yeah. Coupon code BattlBox for a quarter off. That's pretty cool at razorback-blades.com. So check that out. It's kind of nifty. I'm not somebody who uses a box cutter all the time, so that's why it's probably going to live in my toolbox, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's recap. Yeah, we got, I don't know where it is right now. Oh, it's right here. BattlBox wallet. It's a dark brown, it's an upholstery leather. And not terribly thick. Okay. So it might have been full cowl split, pebble grain. It's kind of waxy. That's kind of fun. I don't know. Mine is calfskin, vegetarian calfskin, so it's toolable.